Hey, good morning. Good morning. How are you guys doing today? We invite a few of y'all on out. I know it's early. I know we're getting ready for work. But I want to just speak into you just for a little while before you head out to the job. Hey, good morning. Good morning. Go ahead and share this out. Let's let some folks know we're on here this morning and we're doing this thing. I'm Sensei Sabira. Y'all know who I am. Good morning. Good morning. Y'all let folks know we in here doing this thing today. All right. Jeffrey, what? Mr. Collins in here from Cali. What is up, Baba? How are you? Hey, Ia. Hey, Rolita. Hey. Jean, good morning. Good morning, guys. Thank you so much for sharing this out in advance. We're going to have I think might be a good conversation this morning. Let me go ahead and turn our music on down and get us started. You guys hear me all right? Give me a 1 if you hear me okay. Holla if you hear me. Let me know we're doing all right. And then we're getting ready to jump on it. I don't know why, but I am not able to see. Okay, you do. Excellent. So what I want to talk about really quickly before you guys head to work and I head out to do my morning practice is, let me get myself situated here. I hope you guys had a good evening. And I'm telling you, this moon that we are, I don't know if we're still in it or if we're out of it or what's going on, but oh my God, it's had me so extremely tired. Okay. However, really quickly, guys, this is what I want to leave you guys with as you get yourself prepared to go into your job. Evolve or repeat. Evolve or repeat. Those are really the options that I see. There may be more. And if you guys know, think of others, let me know in the thread. But if you want to be able to release your job, I'm talking to the enlightened entrepreneurs. Again, you guys know who you are. You are sitting in jobs that are not aligned with your destiny. It's the not alignment with who you are. It may be a stepping stone, but it's not the reason you came to the planet. It's not the reason you were born. So, I've turned a new chapter in my life. And in so doing, I'm just sharing with you guys what I've learned. I'm no guru. I'm just a chick from Kansas City who's pays attention to herself. And I'm just sharing with you what is working for me right now. Doesn't mean it'll work for you. I'm sharing my journey. Okay. So what I've noticed is that I have had to choose whether or not I'm going to evolve or not. And if I didn't choose to evolve, then I was going to keep repeating the same pattern over and over and over again. And I get to decide when I'm tired of that. I get to decide when I'm tired of that and can actually stand at the apex of my life and make some conscious choices about what I'm going to do, right? So how have I been doing that, right? The evolution process for me has looked like this. Stop being dependent on one stream of income. Guys, we live in an abundant universe. Please share this out if it resonates with you. If it doesn't, no need to share it. But if it does, if it resonates with you, that means it probably is going to resonate with somebody else that's in your world that might come across this. Okay, so I thank you for that. Anyway, you have to get beyond. I had to get beyond a dependency, and it was literally almost like a drug addiction, a food addiction, any type of addiction. I was addicted to a paycheck from one place, right? And I was a serial employee. So I would work somewhere until they pissed me off or whatever. And then I was like, I'm out. And my longest employer was Southwest Airlines. I was addicted to that job. I was addicted to that paycheck coming in. I was addicted. And it got to the point where I realized one day I was driving to BWI and I was crying driving into work. And that was a day I said to myself, no more. I can't do this anymore. I'm forcing myself into a situation that's really not for me anymore. It may have been when I first started. Hey, good morning, Harry. It may have been for me when I first started, but it was no longer for me. When I came out of the cockpit, I was up in the cockpit crying. I came out of the cockpit, had wiped my eyes, put a fake smile on my face and started saying, welcome aboard, welcome aboard. Like I was some kind of Stepford wife or something. I was like, I can't fake anymore in my life. I have got to evolve, which means I had to learn some skills before I could leave Southwest, right? I had to learn some skills before I could leave that job. But I knew that was no longer for me because I was faking who I was. So I had to figure out, how do I evolve beyond my dependency on a job to pay me? How do I evolve beyond a dependency on currency? How did I do that? I had to start paying myself first, right? And you guys know I do that in gold. I had to evolve beyond currency, a dependency on that. I had to evolve beyond debt. Guys, that even takes an evolution in your mind and in who you are. You have to become somebody different because honestly, we are trained to be in debt, to rely on a job, to work 9 to 5. Like all of that is, we don't even think about it. We don't even think about in a serious way. We may play with the idea, but guys, I'm talking about making solid choices that actually put your life in a different direction. That's what I'm talking about. I mean, evolving, no longer being the being you were, who was able to force herself or himself to fit in situations that are truly not for you. You've got to evolve beyond that, right? The mindset of change. Now, let's say you do get to a point where you're like, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start my business, guys. And I tell you, don't just jump out there. There's things you can do to support yourself. Always be supported as you are making transitions in your life. I would never tell anybody just jump out there. But guys, if you are an enlightened entrepreneur, if you know you were born with a purpose and that you're something inside you every time you go to work is irritated, is annoyed, is unsatisfied, is unhappy, then take some time, sit down, be quiet, start to journal. Ask, what is it I'm here for? Instead of living a life of quiet discontent. Like, you don't have to live that way. And if you're struggling financially, like, time out for that. That's ridiculous. I don't want you to despise your job because it can be a stepping stone. You guys hear me say that all the time. It can be a stepping stone. Your mindset has got to be what you work on, so that when you step out with one foot and that fear comes up in you about, oh my God, I don't have a paycheck, or you can calm it because you're working on your mind. That is the biggest hindrance, is our mind. We are seeing this reflection coming back to us. I watch all of my neighbors around the same time every morning, getting up, getting in their car, throwing their briefcases and lunch boxes and all that stuff in their car, coffee cup on top of the car while they put everything in, and then they drive to work. They're not even thinking. Because I've talked to my neighbors. They're not even conscious of their unhappiness. What they're conscious of is the addiction to the paycheck, the addiction to the job, That's what they're conscious of. So they keep doing this painful thing rather than say, you know what, I'm going to go through the process of evolving myself. Hey Shanti, hey Z, what's happening? Good morning. Of evolving. Hey, is that Credence? Good morning, my love. I think I see you on here. And chasing the buck and actually begin to grow a business. When you stop chasing a buck and start to grow a business, which takes patience, which takes new skill sets, which takes mentors, it takes a lot. It takes a lot. But think about this, guys. This is what we don't think about. How much time and effort, hey, Reese, how much time and effort, thank you for sharing, Jean, I appreciate that, did it take to turn you into the perfect employee who comes to that desk and shows up, whether you're sick, whether you're tired. Like, guys, I have been tired for the last couple of days. And when my body said, lay down and rest, guess what I did? I laid down and rested. I couldn't do that if I was at a job. I would have to power through. You guys, you either evolve or you repeat. Evolve or repeat. And now I realize this message is not for everybody, right? There are people on here that the job that you're in is what you're supposed to be doing. I am speaking specifically to the entrepreneur, that enlightened person who knows you are doing something that is not aligned with your destiny. It is not aligned with your vision. It is not aligned with your purpose for being alive. And so I just want to leave you with these couple of thoughts for today. Evolve or repeat. You're going to keep going around and around and around and around and around. I was listening to a video yesterday, and I'm going to leave you with this. And it made me think about the different things required for evolution. And I'm just going to talk about one, and that is technology, right? So I could say I want to walk from Baltimore, where I live. I'm going to get from Baltimore to Bali, let's say. I want to go to Bali. And I think in my mind, well, I can walk to Bali, right? I can walk there. There's a problem with that, though. I'm only going to first of all, I can only go so fast, right? I can only walk so fast. Walking is walking. I could say, well, I can run, but I can only run so far. And making my way across the country on my way to Bali, I'm going to hit a place where something's got to change. When I get to a certain part of the country, something's going to have to change because I'm not going to be able to go any further. I'm going to hit the ocean. Good morning, God says. Eventually, I'm going to hit the ocean. And at that point, I'm going to have to decide, do I get on a plane? Do I take a boat? I'm going to hit water. And when I hit water, guess what? At this point, I'm not able to walk on water from the land, from, the United States to Bali. I'm going to have to figure out how to transport myself across this body of water. I'm going to have to evolve, guys. Your technology that you use in your life cannot be the same. The way you use your mind, the technology just of your mind has got to shift and change. And I'm equating that with deciding, you know what? Why don't I jump on a plane at BWI and just fly to Bali instead of taking myself through all this drama of trying to walk and trying to run and trying to take a bus? Why don't I just evolve? At the beginning, when I know where I'm headed is Bali, and I want to get there in the most expeditious, painless way possible. So you can stay at this job that you really don't fit in anymore and have a 40-year excursion to your Bali, whatever that is for you. I have a dream of going to Bali one day. That's on my list. And I'll meet you in Bali someday. Maybe you'll save up for it over the next 40 years while you're paying off debt, while you're still dependent on currency, while you are at a job that tells you you only get a week off of work, or whatever your constraints are. I'll meet you in Bali. But I'm flying, right? I'm going to take a plane to Bali in Baltimore. And I'll be sitting on the beach waiting for you. Okay? So guys, again, what I want to leave you with, if this makes any sense to you, first of all, please do me a favor and don't keep me to yourself, right? If this makes sense, if this resonates with you, if you think there's somebody in your community that might benefit from this little crazy analogies and parables that I tell, then share this out. If not, that's cool too. I appreciate you stopping in and listening. I really do. But I'm just so devoted. I'm so committed. After being one who, went to jobs that had me, where I had myself crying and realizing I can't do this anymore. I don't want you guys to have to become ill. I don't want you to have to face death because you're so stressed about all these different things that you could evolve. You can actually, hey, Shaka, what's up, brother? You could actually evolve into higher, it ain't even about higher. It's about states of being and states of consciousness that actually are for you. That's what it's really about. I'm committed to that. For those of you that are on here, I'm absolutely committed. I'm devoted to that because my life has been transformed since I've been able to do that for myself. And it has been, for me, it's been a slow going process. It really has. I'm not going to lie. It hasn't been like I woke up, that happened at Southwest probably in 2004. I released the job in 2006. And by 2011, guys, I had been carrying cancer in my body for years, the doctor told me, for years. Now that's my journey. That's my walk. You don't have to do it that way. If you know you don't fit, if you know it doesn't resonate anymore, then yeah, it does not happen overnight. It does not happen overnight. I don't care what these people getting on YouTube, going live, telling you or posting these things about you. You can, y'all, please. It's a process. Life is a process. Evolving, shifting, changing, growing. It's a process. But I am a living demonstration that it can be done. Every day, I'm moving and getting closer and closer. And I'm going to share my entire journey with you guys. I'm going to keep sharing as I have been doing since 2011, 12, when I got the diagnosis. I'm going to keep sharing this journey with you because I know there are other women out there like me. And I don't want another sister to have to come down with breast cancer. If I can help somebody, I'm going to. I'm going to tell my story. That's the other thing before I go. Oh, that's what I wanted to say. If you want to do this, you're going to have to be willing to tell your story. That's the fastest piece of technology. I know you probably never thought of telling your story as a technology. That is a technology and a medicine that people don't use. We gossip, we tell this what's happening, what's going on in the news. But how many of us are brave enough to tell our story? When you do that, I'm telling you, doors open. People open their hearts to you. Customers start moving towards you. That is the one technology that will help you evolve faster than anything. Tell your story. Tell your story. All right. So anyway, guys, that's what I got for you today. Thank you so much for spending time with me. I know you guys are getting dressed, headed out to work. And again, I just want to come on here in the morning. I know I was doing my midday pick-me-up, but I've been my intuition is telling me this in the morning, so that I can talk to my entrepreneurs, so I can talk to you guys and give you a little bit of shot in the arm. So when you go out there, you got something to think about throughout this week or today. Today it's evolve or repeat. You decide, evolve or repeat. And hey, if you want to talk to me personally, reach out to me on the direct messenger. I contact everybody who contacts me. I will respond to you, okay? There are solutions. The first thing is make up your mind, okay? Simple as that. Y'all create a beautiful day. Remember, even mystics have bills to pay, so I'm going to be on here again tomorrow for you guys to help you evolve so we can stop this repeat of the same thing. You're welcome. You're welcome, my love. Hey, Joanne, how are you? All right, guys, thanks a lot for sharing, and I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.